This one is for this weekend's UFC People's Main Event, the bantamweight clash between former featherweight champion, José Aldo and Merab Dvalishvili. Okay, very exciting and very high-paced fight is what I expect from this one. Quick tale of the tape. So as far as their records go, 31 wins and 7 losses for Aldo, 14 wins and 4 losses for Merab. Of course, there's a massive amount of experience on the side of José Aldo, not only in terms of number of total fights, but also in terms of the level of those fights and the amount of times he's been in there over 5 rounds against, top quality challengers. Now, of course, Merab, he's a little bit shorter by an inch if we go back to the tail of the tape, and he's got a 2-inch reach disadvantage. But because of the range that he prefers to fight at, he's going to be right on Aldo's doorstep the whole time. He's going to make Aldo feel like he has to move constantly to get space from him. And these are the moments where Aldo, although his counter striking is incredible, his counter knees as well, even going back to WEC days, Cub Swanson. I can replay that finish in my head. 3.61 strikes landed per minute for José Aldo, 4.26 for Merab. Slightly higher striking accuracy for José, but obviously if Merab is throwing, a third more strikes, then he's probably going to land a few more as well. Aldo does take a few more strikes per minute according to these stats, but then you have to keep in mind that this takes into account the fights that José's had with Peter Yan and Volkanovski and Holloway times 2. The fights where he's taken quite a few punches in positions where he might not be against Merab. Something to bear in mind. I wish this was broken down a bit more into like the position of the strikes that they were taking and that kind of thing, but we work with what we got. Takedown average per 15 minutes, and I should have checked the records because this has got to be up there somewhere. 7.3 takedowns per 15 minutes. That is a constant work rate from Merab, and he's scoring 45% of them. And like I said, if he shoots 7 takedowns over the 15 minutes and he scores half of them, that's a lot of work that Aldo's got to do. That's a lot of work, both defending takedowns and if he's potentially taken down, either holding him off on the floor or trying to get back to his feet. If I was Merab, that's what I would be trying to do to José Aldo. On the other side, you've got Aldo with that 90% takedown defense, which is just outstanding. And again, that was a much stronger stat earlier on in his career. A couple of fights have definitely affected that stat, in his last handful of fights. But I think he's going to be incredibly difficult for Merab to take down. And I think this is going to be more of a striking match than Merab will be comfortable with, which means he's going to have to take more chances than I think is wise against Aldo. I could never ever pick against Aldo, but there is a point when Father Time does catch up with you. And Merab Dvalishvili is the kind of person that chimes that bell when it's time because of the pace he puts on you. Looking forward to this one. I hope you are too. Let's celebrate Aldo for a few more fights before he calls it a day, because we are very lucky to have him still fighting, especially with the amount of work he's already putting up to this point. But Merab, what a battery pack. All right, catch you next time.